Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 118, I believe. Yeah, 118. Um, we're going to get right into it because this is going to be a little bit more of a laid back, shorter session for tonight. Unfortunately, we have two people missing. One of them sick, one of them traveling back from a hockey game. So we're going to be without Austin and Brett, both of which may join us later on. But we're going to be getting into it here pretty quickly. I hope you guys had a good Easter. We were off planned for Easter last Sunday, and now we are getting back into it, and we will be coming back on this a little bit of full force. So let's get into it. I don't have many announcements to go off of, but I will say that I am currently working on content to fill the gap for when we plan to be taking our break, which our break will be starting sometimes this summer. We will be taking a break from D&D, where it'll give me a couple of months to focus on real life things, as well as a few actual D&D stuff for campaign 2. Campaign 2 I plan to have starting sometime after October, because there's a few fun friend things happening in October that I will not discuss because it's private. But yeah, we're gonna be starting sometime in November. Probably, uh, my guess is probably early November, where we will at the very least get into campaign 2, and then we'll have to navigate through some of the holiday months. But we should be uh, good to go and starting back up in campaign 2 by that time. So let's get into it, and we'll go from there on that one. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do a little bit of a recap since it's been a wee bit of time because of the holiday. Um, we'll do that. Okay. So last we left off, Rat Bastards, you after attempting to enchant the glaive made of elvish mithril, you began the enchantment process with the help of Salazar, Godric, uh, and the king, King Xavier. Uh, you began weaving through different magical processes to prepare the glaive in order to properly seat the cordeorum within the glaive. That took a good portion of the night. You had a bit of a interruption as Leon, your former quest giver and friend, was slinking in the or I guess sneaking in the shadows, watching and attempting to potentially steal this glaive away from you, or maybe just the cordeorum. After being called out by Salazar, who rolled really high on a perception check, um, there you began chase as Leon began flying away throughout the Grand Archive and eventually making up to the main mezzanine area of the archive, attempting to escape and also potentially take over the body of Queen Viola without realizing who she was. After being thwarted quickly by that, all of you uh, stepped into a bit of combat with Leon, realizing that he was in a gaseous form. Uh, a few spells were cast, a few snide remarks were made by Leon towards you all, and then eventually, somehow, some way, he was polymorphed into a slug. You guys turned the slug into stone, and then proceeded to shove the stone up Thaddeus's rectum. Um, we left off with you guys going back down or spending the night, taking the night to recuperate from that fight, and then eventually in the morning, you were able to finish the enchantment of the glaive, where it began having a bit of a Price is Right type spinning situation where it's floating in the air and eventually landed on Zane as the preferred wielder of this glaive. Random rolled by you guys. So, that's where we left off. The room settles down. The glaive has shifted into Zane's hand. You guys notice his arm has gone from a pale grayish black to a bright demon-like red with golden veins stretching on each side of his arm, down on each side of his arm, as he holds this glaive. Zane, make a Constitution saving throw. 15. Kind of a shitty roll. You do feel the effects of the glaive attempting to meld with your armor. So you do take damage. Let me roll that for you. You take 8d8 radiant damage. That's 27 points of radiant damage. As you feel your arm burning, you look down and the glaive is gone. It seems to have begun to form into your armor and attach itself to your armor. It is now considered a wieldable weapon that you can bring out at will and store within your armor until its final usage, where it will then separate. I do have the item card for you, which I know you're muted, so that means you're probably on the phone or something.
So, no, I was listening. That's metal as hell.
Yeah. So there's that. I X'd out of...
Let's read through that one.
Ignore the part underneath the faded line under the proficiency. That's just the weapon details because he used a base glaive as damage.
Okay.
And it only applies to D&D 2026, which does not apply here. Okay. Yeah, so read through that. It is about 11 o'clock in the morning. You do sense a bit of a tingle in your fingers and it's almost as if your body was by all means forcibly joined with this weapon, so it's taking a second to get used to. Thank you. Appreciate it. My mother has brought me nutrition. But okay. I would like everybody to make a perception check. Except for Zane. Those are present.
I am confused.
Did I do it?
Nate?
Did I perceive?
There you are.
You have been perceived.
No.
15 was the DC, so both you and Ori just made it.
I did it.
You noticed while Zane was in the process of taking the damage, you noticed the glaive and the cordaeorum all in once shrink down into a bead and then form itself into the armor that was riding up his arm. And as it did that, you noticed it grabbed hold, made the armor glow a bright gold, and then sheen back to his standard blackish red armor. And Zane, you feel your armor starting to creep back up onto your hand and cover your Now, your hand is still bright red, glowing gold veins, but your armor covers it.
I'm gonna just in my head check on Uzalmik. You guys okay over there?
Roll a d100. $32. That's actually, so it's gonna be 33 or below.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Well, that's a third. Or I guess it would be a third. You hear. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, it's feeling kind of itchy.
I think I do.
What is this bright ball of goodness? I don't know. Can I
It's
touch
the
it?
chloroform.
The what
I mean,
now?
a cordeorum. It's a cordeorum infused in a weapon.
Ugh.
Is,
Wow.
is Zane talking out loud right now? Like we can
No,
hear
I'm
him.
in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, telepathic. Yeah. You then hear.
I'm not like Oreo. Don't just be like, hello.
You then hear. Brother, do not touch it. But I gotta touch it. It's so shiny. Don't touch it. And that's all you'll hear.
Are we hearing any of this? or
No,
is it
no,
just-
this is telepathic.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of like put my fists into like a ball and then undo like a flat palm just a few times. Just be like, huh.
A spark of radiant energy comes out of your palm when you do that.
Oh, that's really weird.
You now have the ability to cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
Hog?
3 times a day. It resets on a long rest.
All right. I'll note that down.
Normally, I'd have you figure this out organically. But seeing as it is an immense change and if the core armor is involved, you just kind of know the second you see radiant energy pop out of your hand. As you've actually seen Guiding Bolt cast quite a few times, by why am I blanking on his name? Elkis. Oh, that's the guy's name. Elkis. You've seen him cast it quite a few times.
Yeah, that guy.
Just that guy.
Someone who's not important to the story whatsoever. Nuh-uh.
Not at all. He wasn't a part of the initial bits of our prequel, nor was he here at all.
Nope.
Isn't a part of arguably the cutest couple in our story. No.
You're welcome for the gaze.
In the entire world, in any story.
Anywho, I agree. Okay, so Zane, this has happened to you. Salazar will walk up to you and go, "Boy, are you okay?"
I think so.
Good. Okay. And you'll kind of like inspect your armor. And kind of like you'll see his eyes flicker and his eyes turn like almost like it starts to blink like a bright pink glaze over his eyes. That is strange. Necrotic, radiant, fire, and poison?
I'm just gonna like melt my helmet off quick, give him a smile, and then spit out a little blood. Just because I took the damage. Just being, I'm okay.
Right. Okay. And Godric will walk over to you. I see you taking damage. And he'll put his hand on your shoulder and use lay on hands. And heal you the 27 points. As the radiant energy pulses into your body,
God.
you feel of this holy paladin, this paladin captain, meaning totally well for you. You do feel a sting, and I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
as your
I'm
infernal
weak, Cuh.
as your infernal makeup is battling to hold its composition with the immense amount of radiant.
25.
You're fine. You take the healing. However, it burns every second that he's healing you.
Mhm.
There are drawbacks to housing the Cordeorum within your body, effectively.
At least it's
Okay.
not up his butt.
I am just now a nuclear bomb.
Of devastating radiant energy, yes.
Which character was it that gave him the healing?
Godric, he's the
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
he's the paladin. The big guy.
Excuse me, Godric.
Yes.
Can we talk once this is Cordeorum business is all over? I need a little bit of healing myself.
Sure. If it's
Had a run in with a slug.
a slug, right? So you have acid burns then?
You just say it burns.
Right. Well, if I can't help you, I'm sure there's a cleric in town that certainly can.
Let's just say you're holy, and it would be appropriate that you helped.
I'm going to roll an insight check for him. Because I feel like this is where insight checks are made for. He has very horrible insight, but he's proficient in it, technically. What is your what's your charisma modifier?
Oh, jeez. Move, cat. Charisma modifier. It's 3.
And what is your guys' proficiency bonus at this point? 4
What's my?
That's a 5.
plus 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna do 10 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma because that was gonna be your passive charisma. He just looks at you. Well, I'll see what I can do, but if it's beyond my scope, I'm more of a battlefield medic, if we can even call me that. I have the capacity to heal in a pinch, but I can see what I can do.
Let's just say it was quite a battle.
Right.
Anyways, back to this Cordeorum.
With your perception checks from earlier, you can give Zane kind of a once-over. He seems fine. Like, there's not any catastrophic damage just consistently being pumped into him. Like, he doesn't look like he's just about to, like a star about to blow up, you know? But you could definitely tell there's some discomfort. But just from taking a look at him, he's Zane. He looks fine for the most part. But Orphelia will kind of walk up to you guys and, well, that was something else. I guess you're ready to take on a vampire lord. There, Zane.
I guess so.
Well, hopefully this works. Hopefully this doesn't, ruin you for the rest of your life and, potentially kill you or make you blow up. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll find out.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do here in the archive? Is there any other business furthermore, is there any other business you'd like to handle in Oakmount before you take off? Other than, of course, Thaddeus's rectum exam.
Nope.
I got new armor the other day, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. I believe all of you did.
Most of us did, yeah.
Anybody that
Pick it
actually
up.
needed better armor.
Yeah, I think we were one of the only ones that didn't, but because he got the special one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had pretty good armor for a while.
You guys, yeah, I guess we have done a bit of shopping in each session. These last two sessions.
Yeah, I think we're pretty set.
All right. You see Rosalor sheepishly walk up and look at all of you and say, I know what you're dealing with is going to be perilous. And obviously, even though my actions were not my own, they have directly affected the trajectory of your journey. For that, I apologize. But also, I do have one small, selfish request of all of you.
What would that be?
If you are to have another run-in with my former master, do bring him back alive, as he has a lot to atone for and answer for back in Sylvania. Do you agree, my lord? And he will look over to King Xavier, who's just walking up on this conversation. And he kind of nods. That would be ideal. Of course, all of you returning safely matters more to me than any questioning I may have for that madman. But if you can bring him back alive and capable, that would be preferred. I know you stated that he may be gone. However, I don't know if you all saw it or sensed it, but something tells me that form that he had here was nothing but a temporary form.
Which form are you talking about? Because from what my friends told me, there was a slug one, a gas one, and then there's somewhat regular looking one.
The man you saw himself, something... You see, I have a bit of a divine sense. And when he was in the room with us, all I sensed was a mixture between meddling with the divine arts and the undead. Something tells me that he isn't gone for good. Which is why Rosalor here. Him and I had a conversation regarding this last night after you stated that he was gone. And he may be gone for good, and we hope he is. But if you do ever run into him again, try to capture him alive.
I'll see what we can do.
I will try to hold my butt cheeks tighter next time.
Godric looks at you very confused.
Saint's also gonna look very confused.
Elka's gonna snicker.
Do I even want to know what happened?
No.
I'll tell you at another time.
Elka just told me I don't want to know.
You don't.
So why would you tell me at a different time?
Your curiosity may get the best of you.
Curiosity killed. I'm just gonna start rubbing my temple, my hands, just like. Curiosity killed the kobolds, Thaddeus. Look where that got him.
It's okay. I understand. Not everything needs to be public knowledge. Am I limping when I walk?
Well, Constitution saving throw. You haven't done one of those.
Oh god.
Asked that question when I was out in the...
I can't believe this sentence is about to leave my fucking mouth. After about 40 years of sexual maturity, Thaddeus, you you are quite used to odd-shaped, hard things being jammed up your rectum. And you're walking around just fine, although you do know something is up.
Up your butt.
Was.
Godric kind of looks at you like, sidebar in a private room. Didn't you need
You
healing?
already committed to it.
I suppose so. Salazar will look at him and wave, knowing full well what happened given his command over this library. The fact that it got caught on the security lacrimos.
Damn. They just filmed Thaddeus getting it for free.
Without risking another 18 plus tag again, I will say that Godric will realize your issue and tell you that it may be best for you to spend a few days resting and gaining help from one of your friends that has the capacity to cast healing spells, because a one-time healing spell isn't going to cut it.
Okay.
I just want to above board, because I know, Nate, you weren't here last session.
No,
A
he wasn't.
stone, like Medusa slug, giant slug, mind you.
He was a bad guy.
A slug quite literally the size of an American football, which is the size of a giant slug, was rammed up Thaddeus's behind because Elko was feeling frisky.
And that slug was a polymorphed Leon.
And that slug was a polymorphed Medusa Leon. Just so we're all clear here and not confused. Yeah. God, you guys are weird. So am I, but so it's fine.
I had no part in this.
I did not start this.
Rosalor will
No,
walk.
you did not.
But you wanted it to keep happening.
Rosalor
Did not fight it.
will walk up to Valentine and say, "My lady, if you're ready to leave, I can transport you back to your capital, if you'd like." I don't know. I think probably be for the best. Grandmother, are you done with what you're doing? Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. 1 second. And you see her finish writing on a piece of parchment, and she'll walk up to you, Elka, and she'll just hand you a scroll and say, "Use this if things get testy and you need a quick escape."
Okay.
You can go ahead and add a scroll of teleportation to your inventory. And then she will grab another scroll out of her a makeshift satchel she has made for herself, and she'll look at it and go, "This one is a little different. If whatever experiment you were doing down there fails, this is a scroll that will allow you to use a bout of divine intervention, using me as a catalyst.
Oh,
Use it sparingly, because once it's used, it never comes back." And she'll like hold it out to you, and as you grab it, you like go to like instinctually grab it, she'll hold on to it and say, "This is a last resort. You understand me, right?"
yes. Yes, ma'am.
She'll hand it to you. Above board. That is a think of this as a scroll that will allow you to succeed no matter what on one choice.
Okay.
There are some caveats to this. You cannot force another person to fail a save with this. You can force them to reroll. You cannot force someone to die. You cannot revive someone with it, purely with it. Now, if say something like a revivify failed, you could use this to force a reroll of a failure for revivify. In that case, but if someone failed or someone succeeded on a save and then you decide to use this, you can force them to re-roll, but you cannot force them to automatically fail. But if you are choosing to use it for, say, a very important skill check or an important save, it becomes an automatic success for anything that you are doing specifically. So if you or any of your friends are rolling for something and you fail, you can use it as an automatic success.
Okay.
And she'll look at you and nod and, "Well, now that my work here is done, dear, would you like to go back to our city?" "I would like that a lot, grandmother. One moment." And she'll walk her over to Ander and give him a big hug and kiss on the cheek, and she'll look at him and say, "I know you will, but protect these people. They're good. They're good for this world, and I don't think I've seen you have this close of a relationship with anybody other than yourself or your brother or me in a very long time. So just be careful." And Ander will nod and look over to you guys and shrug his shoulders. On to another adventure.
Let's kick ass. I'm gonna wave by the grandma I helped release from her captivity.
She'll smile. She'll smile at you and wave. Rosalor will look at all of you and nod, and then just kind of like grab Valentine and Viola's hand, and poof, they're gone. King Xavier will walk up with Godric and Salazar and kind of bid all of you a farewell. King Xavier will look at you specifically, saying, "The responsibility you have on your shoulders is great.
It always has been.
While that may be true, the full support of the Sylvanian Kingdom is behind all of you. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you need our assistance, or if a problem is out of hand, you know how to contact us. I will mobilize what I can when I can. What all
Sounds
of you
good.
what all of you face is issues unknown. We don't know what he wants, and we don't know what he plans to do. So keep your head on a swivel. And he will look over to we're gonna say Ori. And he's gonna walk up to you and say, I know you're a capable fighter, but, and he'll kind of hand a potion out to you. Use this well, for this is a potion of stone giant strength. And he'll hand
Well,
it to you.
I think I'm stronger than stone at this point, but I'll take it.
I believe it's stone. It might be storm. It's storm. Sorry.
Puts reading glasses on.
Yeah.
Read the fine print on the bottle.
Mm.
It's labeled stone, but it's storm in parentheses. It's just a language barrier problem. Either way, this will for 1 hour, turn your strength to 29.
Oh,
Disgusting.
I need to make more of this.
Have Zane reverse engineer it.
You watch
Yeah, make some more for me.
you watch
Not
Limitless?
Limitless? No, I haven't.
Oh,
Has anyone here watched it?
I have. It's like the
No.
little stroke. He's just gonna take it. He's gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah, he makes so much. He takes he doesn't need to take it anymore, and he's just the same. That's what I'm gonna do.
Just beat your body into submission until it's that strong.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a group of alchemists to break it down and make a more
All right, we gotta head back.
stronger dose.
We gotta head back to my home country.
I need your best alchemists.
This sounds like some post campaign stuff that we could talk about.
We're trying to sidetrack it, Zach.
I'm aware
Or
you are.
Or he starts a meth lab in Zane's hometown.
Cue the Always Sunny theme.
Go find all
The gang starts making drugs.
Go find all the skinniest like rattiest looking alchemists in the country of Ebrax.
Right.
I need you to make this permanent.
Okay, all right. I've been working on it.
They call this skooma.
Jesus Christ. Different strains of like giant strength potions.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough drug fantasy.
That's the
We're
name of the
working
next
on a
Final
powder.
Fantasy game.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 17, Florida edition.
Drug fantasy. That comes out actually in November. It's called
Doesn't-
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, true. True. Okay, so all of you begin gathering your things. You say goodbye to some new companions, some old. You walk out and you're immediately greeted with Archer and Alcus, who have since been doing their own thing here in the city over the last couple of days. They look at you and nod, and all of you begin making your way back to the import docks where the Lily is currently docked. You wander through the farmer's alley, bright colors everywhere, people selling food. You actually run into Alex, the second mate, Anders' brother, who's just finishing up the shopping list for the next leg of the journey. You all help him carry what's left of it back to the ship. Is there anything else you guys want to do in Oakmount before you set sail?
Well, while we're at the farmers market,
Mm-hmm.
is there corn, like corn on the stalk?
There's
We
corn.
need to get some.
You mean the cob?
Yes, the cob.
Usually corn is taken off the stalk, Thaddeus. I know you're from a backwater country, but even you should know this.
Well,
Jeez.
I just need like, I don't know, 10 or 15, what do you call them? Corn pieces?
Corn on the cob.
Cobs?
Cobs?
You just go a cord.
Alex will kind of look at you and say, we already have some, but if you want to get more, there's a good stall
I
right
think
there.
Thaddeus is looking for the whole baseball team.
Yes, yes. I want like 20 pieces of corn.
That'll cost you 2 silver.
All right. This is fine corn?
Finest in the land. Do watch out for corn mites, though.
I'll wash it.
So
Okay.
you can add 20 corn on the cob. Unshucked. Unhusked.
It's still got its foreskin on.
Yeah, it's unhusked.
Okay. I'm in the kitchen right now. So.
Gotcha. Okay. You all gather onto the ship. You begin prepping your travel. You are getting ready to set sail. Let me bring up the known world. Hopefully it loads. There we go. Currently, you guys are here down in Oakmount. You know that you have to make your way to Folchester. And you know that Torben said that he's somewhere within the Falno Mountains near Vimyar. So you have a few options. If you want to, it really just depends on what you'd like to do. You can go up the western, or you can go up the Falno River, which is the river that it's currently it's this river traveling along the border of Astrium and Oslo. Or you can take to sea on the Emerson Sea and travel up the which river is this? This is the Pilsier, and this is the Pilsier River. You can make your way up that way. The difference, just so above board, the difference between the journey is you will travel faster on the open ocean, because you are currently traveling upstream. You'd be traveling upstream on the Falno River, but you'd be traveling downstream on the Pilsier River. It is faster travel to go along the ocean. The ocean does obviously have its own set of potential issues. But the river is also full of its potential issues, and you're going to be consistently rolling survival checks with disadvantage because you're going against the current. The amount of time is roughly about the same base. Would you rather, basically the option is, would you rather let fate decide and see if we roll any bad encounters on the sea and then have easy traveling up to Folchester? Or would you rather have disadvantage on survival checks with less openly hostile issues along the Falmouth River.
I'd rather take the ocean and take the quicker way up.
Yeah, the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay. Brett and
I mean-
Brett and Austin aren't here to veto.
So ocean it is.
Ocean it is. All right. Let's you guys begin setting sail. You wind your way through the canals of Oakmount, and eventually make your way out back onto the open ocean, and you are now sailing on the Emerson Sea. It's going to take you about a week to get to Folchester, assuming there's no major risks or major issues. You make it out to about there when it's starting to become evening. It's not quite dark. For the most part, the first night is handled by Andrew and crew. There's no survival checks needed, or any random rolls. You have a fairly easy night making your way out to the Emerson Sea. Off in the distance, you see various islands dotting the horizon. And for those that primarily it'd be Zane and Thaddeus, you would know about it. And if Arval was here, he would know exactly what it is. Although it doesn't show it on the map, there are multiple tiny little islands that are in between every major island in Ushar. Where those islands begin is where Ushar, the country, or I guess would be the continent, would begin. So you make it about here by the time you guys are ready to go to sleep. Do you guys want to do a watch? Like first watch,
Yeah.
second watch?
I think me and Weaver usually do.
I do normally.
Okay. So, we can do. You are on the open ocean. You do have a crew. I know you guys chose to do 3 watches when you're traveling in the Trobalt Sea. You would know. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and have. Actually, it'd be Zane and Thaddeus and Ori. Roll a history check. So you know anything about this sea?
$24.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I rolled a 4.
Oh.
History.
That's not bad. Yeah, Thaddeus and Zane, you know, where the Trobalt Sea is crawling with pirates and other privateers that would look to potentially destroy a ship like this and take whatever you may have aboard. You know that the Emerson Sea is a bit calmer. The waves aren't as large. The people aren't as rude. Majority of the people that are on these oceans are either trade vessels. There's a few like naval vessels that are from Astrium, as well as a couple that are from Helikheim and Zella and Godotes, and a few of the small island countries that are within Ushar. You would know that the Emerson Sea is what makes up a majority of the water that surrounds the islands that make up Ushar. There are a few places here in the Emerson Sea that are concerning. If you go too far south, you will start to hit ice caps, and you will also hit the Great Chasm. The farther south you get. However, the ocean is mostly calm. There are a few issues with volcanic eruptions that do cause earthquakes. But to get to the Persia River, it's a fairly commonly traveled route, and you get the sense that this is a lot more calm than the Trobalt Sea. Once you get around there is a saying with your 23 and 24 that once you get around the Horn of Valentia, the southern Horn of Valentia, the seas turn into more of a lake. And what it means by that is the sea is no longer the high seas. It is just a calm body of water for the most part. It's one of the more well-traveled pieces of open water in this world. But okay. So first night, do you guys want to do just one watch a night? Or do you want to, and expect the crew to be able to keep an eye? Or do you want to do...
Yeah. Could probably do that.
Okay. So, early watch, do you want a... Now, my next question is, do you want to do a middle of the night watch, or do you want to do an early morning watch? Or beginning of the night?
I would do beginning myself, because usually I'm up early with Libra to make food.
I'll go along with wherever you need me.
Okay. So, if all of you want to stay up for the first watch, you can. And just choose to stay up a little later each night, just so you're around. Okay. I would like one of you to roll a survival check with advantage.
Right.
I got it. It's pretty good. That's my survival app. That was a 19.
19. Okay. And now I want someone else to roll a perception check with advantage.
Ori, go ahead.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. Seas are calm. There are no issues in sight. With that survival check, you help aid one of the navigators on the boat, and you are able to travel well throughout the night without much issue. Next day, this I'll run it. The crew will handle the day during the day survival check.
Mhm.
And then while because you guys are manning the part of the crew at night, that's why I'm gonna have you do survival and a perception. Is there anything anybody wants to do during these days of travel that you want to take up your time?
I'm gonna read from my poison books.
Okay.
Because I need to start looking at using different poisons.
Okay.
And see if there's anything on vampiric poisons to kill vampires.
Okay.
Or he's I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What's up?
No, it's not. I'll let him finish.
Yeah, you know what I thought of? Just thought of?
What's
and
up?
I don't know if we could... One of the things I would have tried to do while we were still in town is locate a book on poisons that affect vampires.
So, I will say, given that you guys spend a majority of the time actually like looking for ways to stop vampires, I would say that would have came up and you wouldn't have found anything to note on vampires being specifically weak to any type of poisons. In fact, you'd see the opposite. Most poisons have no effect on them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pat Thaddeus on the back for that one. Just like, acid works better.
Well, maybe once we get those dealers making that special stuff, they can make some acid along with it.
You have it literally in your jug per day.
Oh, you're right. I have extra vials. I'm gonna start collecting the acid in vials.
Which I believe it fills like 2 to 3 vials a day full of acid that you can inject into your rapier.
Well, I'm not using that now, but I can throw acid bombs.
You sure could throw acid at people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so you do your reading about poison. You don't find anything in particular that would help you with the with vampires. However, there are quite a few different poisons that you could learn to make. We can get into that. I don't have them all in front of me, but there's a list of different poisons that work for different races and species of animals and stuff like that. What did Ori want to do?
Ori's just gonna do pull-ups for the duration of the trip.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Roll a heart attack.
That would be a 29. Oh wait. Yep, 29.
I will say for the duration of the trip, you were able to fight off any major fatigue that would come from doing consistent 1,000-pound plus pull-ups.
1,000 pounds.
You're a big guy, man.
I'm 500.
You gained a lot of weight whenever you became a lycanthrope.
Even in like just normal form.
Yeah. Lycanthropy
Okay.
enriches your body in ways
Damn.
that are physically. So you're not quite 1,000 pounds. You're more like 800 pounds, but yeah, you've definitely gained muscle mass. It's for you, it's not very noticeable, but for everybody around you, Ori, you're a little bit taller than you used to be.
Aw.
Benny's in the background. Damn, boy, you thick.
How much taller?
About a whole foot taller. You're 11 feet tall now.
Oh, I'm 11 feet tall.
Your horns, yeah.
God damn.
He seems the same size to me.
Elka's just staring, neck cranked all the way backwards. Just
Huh.
looks the same
Can't
me.
tell.
Well, when they add like another floor to a skyscraper, is anyone gonna notice?
Yeah.
Right?
Fair enough.
Filter actually works.
Just
Roy's
remember,
gotta get used
kiddos,
to his new weight.
jet fuel cannot melt steel beams.
Yeah. What he said.
Still too soon.
I respected the joke, even though I did not laugh.
Good. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Okay. So, first day, I will roll a survival check for using Anders' survival. Actually, we'll do it using Alex's because he's a much better navigator than Ander. Glad I'm rolling with advantage because that was natural 1 and that was a 13 on the die. Okay.
Holy shit.
That's a 20. That's a 23. All right. So, first day goes off with that much issue. Can I have, or at least navigation-wise, can I have one of you roll let's have, Nate, can you roll a d20, and Magic, can you roll a d20?
Elka rolls.
Just flat.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay.
1.
The crew's perception is 16 plus 8, so that's 24 for the day. So yes, your day's trip goes off without much issue. Ori doing your pull-ups, Thaddeus doing your reading, Zane, I assume, making things.
Yes. And practicing with the glaive.
Okay, so
Like getting it to summon out properly and just using it.
okay, yeah. Roll an Arcana check.
I love those. 25?
Yeah, you're able to figure it out within the first, say, 4 hours of training with it. Get the hang of it.
I'm also, that just made me think of something. Each day of the travel,
Mhm.
I'm going to try to communicate with my weapon.
Okay, for communication, I need a D100. First day, no dice. Okay. First.
Actually, I want to talk to Zane real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Zane,
Yeah.
can you refashion my armor?
In what way?
Make it big, stretch it out. It's a bit tight now.
I sure could try. Don't have a lot of good tools here to do it, but
Just a good hammer, maybe.
actually, I could probably get away with it. I've got heat metal.
Roll an intelligence check, Zane.
Start the fucking boat on fire.
Listen, anything's possible with science. Int check. That's a 19.
19. You would know the arcane armor just by funneling in an armor's arcane energy, or by the user's arcane energy, you can refit it without having to reshape it.
Oh. Yeah, just take it off, put it back on. It should fit you a little better.
Or he puts it on.
You might want to bathe while you can, too.
It fits you perfectly.
Nice. I need new clothes as well.
Well,
You
I
a
can't
tailor?
really help you there. I'm not that skilled. Nor do I have the materials for it.
There's fabric above us.
I am not destroying the sails with fabricate to do that.
When you look at his art, he's just wearing armor. Never mind. He has a belt.
You did have your fancy pirate coat for a while.
Yeah.
You have
He
your
has
badass.
a cowboy hat right now, actually.
He does have a
You do have
cowboy
your
hat.
badass crow. You also have your badass crow feather cloak on.
No,
I don't have that on right
he
now.
took it off. Yeah.
Oh, it took off. Damn.
Unfortunately.
All right. So the day goes off without much issue. Incoming to the night. Can I get a survival check? We're going to say a survival check from Elka with advantage. And we'll say a perception check from Thaddeus with advantage. Because so it's fun. Because it's not fun if you have both people roll at the same time. 18's pretty good.
Yay. I have a +1, so.
Yep.
Me too.
16. 16 is pretty good for tonight. I will say, can I have for this? Can I have Magic roll a D100 and
Damn.
Nate? Can you roll a D20?
58.
58
10.
and 10. The wind picks up, and you are pushed slightly off course, farther out from shore. However, you do manage to pick up speed and make your way farther down the coast. Alex does not realize that you guys are drifting until it's a little too late, where you've drifted a couple of about half a mile off the coast farther than you wanted to be. That will reduce your travel speed the next day when you try to catch up to your route. However, with the 10 on the dice, calm seas are ahead of you. No major storms, no major issues, or any violent encounters beseech your sail. You wake up, and you're able to readjust over the night. Get a little bit closer in. Off in the distance, you can see the shoreline and a bustling city with multiple spires popping up out of the flatlands. Looking at the map, you gauge that this is the city of Ulsan. The only person who know about Ulsan is Ori and Zane. Roll a history check.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Same.
2 dirty 20s. Both of you would know that Ulsan is a city of magic. These are elvish. Ulsan has always been an elvish city. In fact, Ulsan was one of the first cities that was contacted by the Flat Rock Confederation, which is a group of elvish leaders that banded together. And they were one of the first to join the Confederation after Afstrium was seized by this group of elves. They are a pompous society that do not take well to outsiders. They will welcome trade from anybody, but they will not allow anybody that is not elvish, human, or can pass off as either into their society. They're considered a very close-knit and kind of rude society to just anybody that's not an elf or a human. But their arcane wares are some of the best in the world.
Fair enough.
But you pass Ulsan, Ander kind of rolls his eyes when he realizes where you guys are. And the next day, we'll have some travel. I'm going to go and roll a survival check for the crew. That is a... Okay, it's not bad. So it's a 25 for that. Let's go ahead and have Todd roll a d20 and Mousy roll a d20.
Oh, wow, there's a d20. Could you ping on the map where we are?
Oh,
Right. There.
Why am I not seeing that? God damn this computer.
Bottom left side of the map.
Okay. Okay, now I see it.
Oh, that's not great.
Oof.
yeah.
Luckily, you are the crew is rolling with advantage. It's on perception check. However, with that low of a roll, Nate, can you roll a d100 for me?
Oh no. 100. That's either really good or really bad.
Yep. The duality of dice rolls here.
The law of causality.
There were 2 numbers on this scale that would cause trouble. One is a 1,
Oh god.
and the other is 100.
Fuck.
Oh no.
You had a 2% chance
We blew it.
to find trouble.
Can we save scum?
Bad dream.
Go fuck yourself.
We asked at least.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys do manage to make your way roughly about here. However, with
I see a lighthouse.
distracted by this large lighthouse that is stretching out on the beach, you all are looking at that. But what none of you notice is a fleet of battleships rolling into position to potentially halt your vessel. Ander will make a perception check because he is the captain. That is a natural 2.
Oh fuck.
His perception is pretty good, but that is a natural 2. Ander begins describing the lighthouse. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's the Jameson Lighthouse. That's longest standing lighthouse in the country of Astrium, and used to be in the city of or on the continent. Yeah, it's a great lighthouse. It's still being manned to this day. In fact, it's used as a guidepost for a lot of the naval battleships that wander around these seas." And as he says that, you hear, "Vessel, halt!" And at this point, all of you see 3 battleships rolling in, one in flanking position on each side, and one at the nose of your ship. You turn around, and there are 3 more rolling up behind you that have slowly been following you, but none of you noticed because you're distracted by a lighthouse. Ander just goes, "Shh, which flag is that? Oh shit." He'll look at all of you. I'm gonna try to talk us out of this,
Good luck.
but these are extreme Corsairs. Okay. Hello,
Alice
okay.
becomes invisible.
Okay. Ander will wave him down, and you'll see a tall, as what looks to be the ship that was blocking you off from the nose will slowly roll or sail its way and tie off at the front of your ship. Ander will walk to the front and say, "Hello, sir, how can I help you?" You will see a large, about 8 foot tall, elvish man, long ginger mutton chops stretching down from beyond his ears, long ginger hair. He has a handlebar ginger mustache, and he's wearing what looks to be a some sort of military uniform. It's bright red, golden caps on each shoulder, a bunch of medals on the left side of his uniform, and a small star-shaped insignia that is plastered on the center of his uniform. He will look at all of you and specifically Ander and say, "Captain, we are here to inspect your vessel by the order of the Astrium Naval Guard. My name is Commodore Brandt. If you comply with our search, you'll be on your way, I'm sure, to whatever amazing destination you are choosing in our great country." Ander looks at him and says, "I've been through this before. Just don't trash your ship too much. We will be thorough however we see fit. If any of your crew decides to make a move, they will be punished." And then you'll who has a passive perception above 18?
No, Weaver does.
Well, I know Weaver does, but he's not here.
I think he might be the only one.
Wait, where do I see that?
He'll be below
Just
your
your stats.
stats, yeah.
Oh, mine's at 16.
916.
Mine's an 11.
Smart as hell. Can't perceive shit.
Nope.
Well, none of you will hear. Weaver will, from Undertech, where he isn't helping with the situation. That was a much chewier piece of beef than I thought it'd be. Anyways, you'll hear, search for the girl quickly. Any of the crew make a move, kill them. Weaver will hear that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to roll a...
I got big ears.
Yeah, but they're floppy.
You know, for the sake of this, I am going to roll a stealth check. I was gonna just take his passive, but I'll be nice. And we'll roll above board. All right, so he has a plus 6 to his stealth. Oh, sorry, plus 8. My bad. Plus 6 to his perception. He has to roll. Pretty low. God damn it, Zach.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yay,
perceive
Zach.
this shit.
So all of you hear him say, if any of the crew acts up, kill them. You can make an insight check. Anybody that has above a 10 passive perception.
Insight, you said?
Yeah.
Insight check. Yeah, search for the girl, kill anybody that gives you trouble.
21.
Hold on.
What roll are we? Insight, you said?
Insight check.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, shit.
22. That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry, what did you roll, Zane?
21.
We will.
Nice. So we have a nat 20 and a nat 1. That's and a nat 2. You guys are doing.
Actually, that's a 10.
No, it's not.
We're doing numbers over here.
Yes, because of a feat that I have.
It only applies to certain. It's whatever. It only applies to abilities.
Dex-based
No,
abilities.
it only applies to abilities that you're proficient in. You are not
You're
proficient.
not proficient in that.
No, a +1 is not proficiency.
Oh, okay.
So that's a natural 1. Okay. Yeah. Ori and Zane, you gather that this man is being dead serious about killing you. If you make a move, and he's also clearly worried about whoever this girl is. You see a look in his eyes of he is in a urgent hurry to find whoever this girl is.
Because I understood him. Anybody we can help you find?
He will turn around. He'll turn heel, look at you. And who might you be, whelp?
Zane Rona of Ebrax. At your service.
I'm gonna roll a history check to make sure he knows that.
Thaddeus Sterling.
I'm gonna turn around and smack that. No, he's
Yeah.
invisible. I can't see him.
Yeah, you just hear the voice echo out from the shadows. The Rona family traveling this far south. I suppose all of you interlopers from Ebrax are quite good at sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Do you
I'm
mind?
always glad to help somebody if you're in need.
We'll be fine ourselves. Do mind your manners, though. Just because
I meant no disrespect.
just because you're a member of a house from a country we do not acknowledge. Does that mean it will not save you from our blade?
I didn't think it would, but you know, you're looking for somebody. More eyes helps.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm being honest,
No, I know.
because I don't know who he's looking for, so I'm
I'm asking you to roll a persuasion check to see if he will give you any information.
Well, that's pretty great. 18.
18 with disadvantage.
Yeah, but I rolled an 11 as my low.
Okay then. So he'll look at you. He'll sigh. We're looking for the crowned princess of one of these backwater islands here in Ushar. We made a treaty. All you need to know is a treaty was made between us in the country of Zella to find their princess. She was abducted in a way, and we're searching. We're searching for the ship that took her.
We just came from Oakmount. We have not actually been to the Southern Isles ourselves.
Very well. My men will do a thorough search of your craft, and upon finishing, we find no girl. We will let you on your way.
Sounds good. Have at.
Anders like, well, hold on. How do I know you're who you are? And he'll look at the Commodore. What do you mean? I don't know, man.
You have like a seal or something, I guess, is what he means.
To
show you are who you are.
Andrew will just kind of look. I don't know, man. I've been stopped by the Astrium Corsairs quite a few times in my day, and not once have I ever heard of the Astrium people willingly working and taking contracts from another continent. And the Commodore will kind of grin. I see you're a captain worth your salt. Then, yes, that is correct. We do not normally take jobs from other people, specifically other countries. However, this one's a little different. You see, the princess just so happens to be the niece of one of the chairmen in the conglomerate. So this is a personal request, if you really must know, Captain. Ander will kind of nod. If you tear my ship apart, I'm blowing yours to pieces. Fair warning. Commodore rolls his eyes and walk away. You guys do notice, as you get boarded, immediately all of you have what look to be guns in your face. Basically, you're being held hostage as they search the ship.
That's a little unnecessary.
Thaddeus, you are invisible if you want to do anything. Ander, as soon as they point a gun at his face, Ander will smack the gun out of the crewman's hand and say, if you point a gun at my face, I'm putting my hammer in your head.
Zane's gonna be a little snarky when they point the gun at his face. I'm just gonna be like, mine's bigger.
I'm going to follow like the lead crew.
Okay. They begin thoroughly searching through each deck, tearing apart each room, and not putting anything back.
You guys gonna fix that mess you made, or?
Our orders are to search. Not clean.
Please.
I'm gonna pull out one of my ears of corn when they're looking.
Okay.
And I'm going to gently toss it at the back of the head of one of the guys searching when he's looking like with his head down. I'm just gonna kind of toss it at him, not to do damage, just to like bop him in the back of the head with it.
roll a d20 and add your dex modifier.
Oh God.
Well, there's my D20. Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Head explodes.
This is the fucking.
It's the fucking bagel again.
It's the bagel again.
Holy shit! I forgot about that.
He's
I can't believe this has happened twice.
I've seen two men killed with food.
That's a 25.
in your attempt to not do damage, you throw it a little bit harder than you intended. As the corn smacks into the back of his head. Roll a d4.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, actually,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no!
It's- no, yeah, any damage dealing move. I was only gonna make it do damage if you rolled a nat 20, and guess what you just did? You also rolled the max on the 4, so that's doubled. What's next? Roll that sneak attack.
A lot of damage.
Fucking fastballs and comic cord. I'll just toss it to you, son. It's no big deal.
Here it
Thaddeus,
comes.
the MLB pitcher.
Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ.
Okay, this isn't just your average prison guard that can get pelted by a bagel and die. Normally, right?
Right.
However,
Please make him the weakest one.
high or low, Nate?
Oh my God.
I
Uh,
have stat blocks for all of these guys, so high or low.
go high. Go high.
Instead of rolling it on my desk, I'll roll it in roll 20.
I cannot believe
It'd be
it.
more like a football throw if you're throwing
Another
top of
practical
corn.
joke has gone astray.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so on the bright side, this is well, with a 7. We're gonna say this is the middle of the pack. However, 28 times 2 is 56.
Wait, it'd be 32.
Well, yes, but
Right?
each thing's getting doubled.
Right.
So
4 times 8, or 4 times 2 is 8. Plus your dex modifier is 5,
Right.
so it's 5.
that's another 10.
So that's 13 plus 56. That is 69. God damn it.
Nice.
Nice.
Six,
With the corn cob.
69 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna get murdered.
The amount of HP this sailor has is 62.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god, his head fucking
The
implodes.
prison.
Thaddeus, as a joke, Thaddeus as a practical joke,
Why do we even have real weapons? Why don't we just carry around food?
you just did 69 points of damage with a fucking cord on the cob with an improvised weapon. Okay.
I can't believe this has happened twice.
If I had a nickel for every time someone died from a projectile of food, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which is
Which
a
isn't a
lot,
lot,
a
but it's weird that it
coincidence.
happened twice.
Yeah.
Okay. Thaddeus, how do you want to
Big.
do this?
MLB pitcher just straight to the side of his temple. I don't know.
Looks like I got a new quarterback, boys.
For anybody that could see Thaddeus, he kind of pulls out. a
You
piece
can't
of-
see. You're
I'm
invisible.
I'm
Invisible.
explaining this to you. The vision. You would see Thaddeus kind of look at him head over, kind of like turn his head to the side, and then like, oh, he had an idea. Reach into his bag, pull out of an ear and corn, and kind of throw it like a football. Well, it was one hell of a spiral.
Is there shrapnel from the corn?
There's shrapnel from his skull.
Oh, okay.
His skull just got obliterated.
Like Thaddeus.
Which guard was this? Who's around this guard right now?
His
Oh.
other guards.
Oh, like okay. I'll paint
mean,
the
like the party.
I'll paint the.
Like, who's in front of this guard right now?
Thaddeus? I don't think anybody else is down there.
Everybody else is top deck with a gun in their face.
Oh, this is below. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, give me a second. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'm just. You're right. It's weird that it happened twice.
It's weird that it happened twice.
So this is just me and him?
Yes.
Okay. So now, I'm going to take a bunch of the corn cobs and I'm going to set them all over.
Oh, hold on. Before you do that. Scheming sounds good. That's a good song for this situation. Okay. So, Thaddeus, you're sneaking behind these people. You watch them ransack the room, or you hear them tossing things, and you say, "Hey, are you gonna pick any of that up?" And you just hear from the bottom, "That's not our job. Our job is to search." And as they say that, you hear smack, and you hear, "Ow, what the?" And before the sentence can finish, you hear, "Wait, what the? Greg? Wait, Greg, no!" Commodore, we have a problem. Greg's head seemed to have imploded. As the guard that's saying this rushes up, covered in blood and viscous, and corn pieces stuck in the blood.
What in the fuck?
Okay, we didn't do that.
His head just exploded, and then corn everywhere. I don't understand it. It was like one moment he was helping me search, and the next he's just dead.
This has to have been the work of the corn servant. He who serves his corniness.
Place is painted.
Is this sea
Ghost.
haunted?
Ander, we'll roll an insight check. That's a natural 20. Nice. Ander will quickly realizing, like looking around, oh, for God's sake, realizing Thaddeus is no longer with the group. You know, they do say that the Eminor Sea is so quiet that it may just be haunted. Maybe it was some weird corn deity that just decided poor old Greg needed to die. And you'll hear, "Silence, you!" as another guard points a gun at Ander, and Ander just looks at him and says, "You know, one of your friends has already died, and this search is kind of meaningless. You wouldn't want another one of your fellow sailors to die, would you?" He kind of like straightens up, and the Commodore kind of like peeks his head over. "What seems to be the problem here?"
The corn servant killed one of your men. He is a
What was
deity of the
he-
sea.
What was he doing that made the corn god so upset?
Commodore, Ensign Greg, oh God. Ensign Greg, him and I were searching down below, and when I looked up, his head just got caved in by a corn on the cob. A corn on the cob, you say? Ensign Greg is dead. And you look over at Ander. "Captain, this isn't good. Greg had a family. Are you going to be the one that tells his family that poor dear old dad isn't coming home?"
How does his family feel about resurrection?
Can you resurrect him without a head?
We can revivify people.
Yeah, as long as you have a body. Yeah. Any damage done will...
Sorry, I'm just a stupid fighter. I don't remember a lot of stuff about magic.
I actually have it. I'll toss a coin of revivify to the Commodore. You better hurry.
But it's...
He probably doesn't have that long.
If this doesn't work, we're sinking your ship. Ander looks
Whoa, if you fail to
We're
get
sinking
your
your ship.
own person back, that's on you.
Back. Read your DMs.
It's a fucking item. How do you mess that up?
If you failed to call back your own sailor, that feels like a you problem.
If it fails, I'm killing this guy. And he points to a guard or to one of the guards.
The one pointing his gun in your face
Yeah.
from below, just like hands straight up because you're too fucking tall. Guy's arm has to be tired.
As the Commodore,
Your arm's tired.
as the Commodore makes his way over onto the ship, he rushes over and says, "I know this is your doing." And
We did no such thing.
he's going to run down to the stairs that go under deck, which is pretty much at the center of the ship. And as he does, Todd, roll a d20.
Oh god.
I don't like the way you said that. Have to do it in the game.
Roll a d20 and add your dex modifier. I swear to fucking God.
Where'd my
I can't wait to see what happens now.
Come on, baby.
Oof.
10.
A 10. All of you see as corn begins to apparate from the crow's nest and start dropping down onto the deck around the Commodore as he walks by. Corn begins to miss his head as the Commodore looks up and goes, "Corn?" And the sailor that is covered in blood goes, The corn god is angry at us. Get under deck." And he will push the Commodore out of the way and run down and still see just the bloody mess that is to Ensign Greg just in the hallway of the middle deck of the ship. "Oh, Craig, I totally forgot you were down here. Craig, oh Craig, I'm so sorry. You're the only victim. Don't worry, you're safe now." Sorry, my older brother distracted me for a brief second.
I said hi.
He's gone already. He mooned me, if you're wondering.
Wow.
Mooned you?
Yes, he literally walked up, smiled at me, turned around, showed me his ass cheeks, and then walked away.
I'm gonna take my last thing of corn and throw it in his butthole.
Oh. That's my brother. Anyways, okay. So the Commodore runs down with a coin in hand, and he just goes, "Oh God, what happened to you, Unsigned Greg? Sir, I told you, a piece of corn came out of nowhere. You saw it raining from the sky. Maybe the sea is cursed." And then at that point, all the sailors that had guns on you quickly turn around and go, walk towards the Commodore, leaving you to your own devices. Anything you guys want to do?
No?
I think we've done enough.
The corn god is angry!
Oh my God. I'm going to have you roll two things. One, a performance check. So DC is pretty low because they're pretty convinced.
Okay. My performance check.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Holy shit.
And two, an intimidation check. With advantage because you just rolled a nat 20 on your performance.
I love watching Zach so upset on stream.
The
Intimidation.
corn god's demand.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Jeez.
What's the corn god's name?
Oops. Husk.
Cornwallis.
Husk. Jesus Christ. 23.
Colonel. It's Colonel. Colonel Husk.
Wait, hold on. Cornelius.
Cornelius Husk.
Oh, that's yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Add it to the Bibble.
Added to the Bible. That is an abyssal deity now. Congratulations.
Just like the flying spaghetti monster.
Exactly.
We manifested it like the Chaos Gods in Warhammer.
As you yell that, you hear the Commodore say, "Shit! He is angry."
Y'all better get out of here before he gets even angrier.
Do your final checks with the girl. I'll make Greg become awake. As he uses the Revivify coin. I'm gonna roll a d20. For Ensign Greg. Okay, good. Okay, good.
He's with Cornelius now
Okay.
in the great cornfield.
Greg, as the Revivify coin burns up, is used on him, his soul returns to his body. His head is no longer caved. The blood that is mixed with the corn all around him seep back into his brain without the corn. His skull unfractures itself and reforms. Greg, Ensign Greg, is now alive again. As Thaddeus is yelling, "The corn god is angry at you!" from the crow's nest.
Hey, Cornwall Husk, hey, leave this ship now.
You don't have to roll another intimidation check for that. You hear the poor guy, the poor sailor that got covered in Greg. Go, "Commodore, please, can we leave? I'm ready to get off this ocean." "It's a sea, you fool. Get back on the ship. The girl isn't here." And every single sailor will quickly rush onto their boat, and the Commodore will look at you guys and just say, "These seas aren't safe. Make your way quickly. The corn god is angry," and they'll sail away.
I'm just gonna be like, "Beware the children of the corn" as he leaves.
The what? As he sails away. Oh, you guys just created a fucking. You guys just created like a
Corn cult.
the perception of a corn cult. Yeah, that's.
Aren't we so corny?
Oh, well, that was an encounter.
What a way to get out of it. Bludgeoning somebody to death with another piece of food.
Thanks for the YouTube short, I guess. Fucking hell. Okay. The esteemed and fierce Astrium Corsairs sail away with their tails tucked between their legs because they're afraid of a corn god that doesn't exist.
He does now.
Yeah, he'll be what are they called? They're egregores. He becomes a deity because of enough people believing in him.
Yep.
Manifests itself.
I want him to meet up with Thaddeus and thank him for starting it.
Oh, Thaddeus will be his prodigal son. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Thaddeus will be the cult of the corn children.
Wait. He's the great Cornholio.
Oh my god.
You don't have to choke on him, Todd.
No, I now have vodka up my nose.
All of the cobs are on the floor, not in your mouth.
Todd likes to choke on it. Let him have his hobbies.
Somehow, my D&D game has turned itself into an amalgamation of shitty Cards Against Humanity cards.
I want
that's
you to
okay.
know. I want you to know that was not the intent that I had with the corn.
Oh, I know, but nat 20s are nat 20s, man.
That was so much funnier than it ever would have been any other
Yeah.
way.
It was
I think
like
we
just
need-
the perfect amount of perfect.
That
We need to be careful with our food.
that perfectly entails what this campaign has been for me. These last 2 sessions with the shit involving Thaddeus has been the culmination of everything. Who needs high fantasy when you have comedy? Okay. Well, the rest of the day goes by without much issue.
Oh, I'm gonna take some of the corn kernels that have broken off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
see if I can get a fishing rod and use the corn for bait and do some fishing.
By all means, you could do that. I'm going to make you roll for it. You do catch fish along the day. None of it is worth really keeping and eating, because corn isn't exactly a great bait for sea fish. Not out here in the open ocean, but you do catch a few small, like, mackerel type fish that if you wanted to keep to eat, you could.
Mackerel's good. Make sushi.
His mackerel is very good. But these are like fingerlings. These are like bait fish type of mackerel, you know?
I'm just gonna catch them and throw them back.
Yeah, okay. So that happens. You guys sail into the night. Can I get a survival check from the great Cornholio himself?
A survival check. Now I'm gonna roll a fucking 1.
With advantage. With advantage. So double ones incoming. No, but that's pretty bad. Yeah, with a 7. We'll see. Can I get a perception check with advantage from Ori?
Six.
Okay. Magic roll a D100. Mousy roll a D20.
Oh, boy.
Perfectly average.
There's my fucking demonic looking D100 out on here. There it is. 70. Gotta roll my report. 73.
73. Despite the poor abilities, or the, I guess, yeah, the poor rolls, coming from, your group, you do manage to follow the shoreline without much issue. The weather is calm. 73 is, weather is calm. Wind is blowing gently into your sails, and you're able to sail freely. With a 10, it is also, the weather is calm, and you do not sense any storms on the horizon with that perception check. So, the morning comes. You are here. I'll roll a survival check for...
We have a token.
It's very small.
Here. For the sake of ease, there it gets
Okay.
a little bigger. It's not the size of your ship, actually, but for the sake of traveling, it's fine. For survival, that's an 18. That's okay. Can I get Nate and Magic? Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
16.
13.
Okay. Perception check for the crew goes off without much issue. No need to roll on the chart. The morning and into the day and evening goes off without much issue. You see, Ander will point out Remelian. Remelian is a trade port that is actually where a lot of the Corsair ships are stationed out of. When you look farther in, you see hundreds and hundreds of these medium to large size warships that just litter the shoreline of Remelian. But you're not stopping here. Your journey is to travel inward and inland, and you're able to do so. As you roll into the Leora Cape, you find yourself going into nighttime. Let's get another. Anybody can roll. I'm not gonna choose. Somebody roll a survival check for me with advantage.
I got it. 15.
15 is the DC for whether or not you have to roll on the chart. Okay, and can I get a perception check from? I'll be nice and let Weaver do it once.
I'm expecting a 35.
Oh, let me grab his character sheet.
I'm expecting he's gonna roll a 1, but then still make it with his additions.
Could be. I actually don't know what his plus and I know what his passive is, but I don't know what his plus is. No.
Baby. Down.
Plus 15. That
Dude,
I was right.
we told you.
Wait, he rolls with advantage because he's with you guys.
Another one.
Much better. Jesus Christ, though, you were right. And he would have made, yes, he would have made the DC. With a natural one. 32, though. Yeah. Sailing goes off without much issue. Ander will tell all of you to brace yourself as you are about to be taken in by the current of the Pilsier River, the southern branch of it. You guys begin traveling up the river, going into the next day. Okay, we'll roll a survival check for Ander. Or I guess, sorry, for Alex, technically would be who it is. Oh, that's really good. That's a 29. Okay, and then Todd and Mousy, roll a d20.
Yay.
Yay. Easy enough. Both rolls would have actually made the DC, so traveling up the Pilsier River, or I guess down technically, because this is the only south to north running river in the world, where it's also the only river in the world that has two directions of flow. It simultaneously runs south to north on the southern branch, and when it breaks off to head north, the flow changes to where once it intersects with the river the part of the river that goes into Lake Pilsier, it begins flowing towards Lake Pilsier and towards the Selenia River to meet up with it. But either way, you guys make your way up the river. You are surrounded by marshlands and flatlands. There's not a lot to be seen here in this part of Astrium. It is a flat, open area. You do see off in the distance mounds of what look to be grass dunes off in the distance, but they are too far for you to really acknowledge. The day goes off without much issue. Can I get a we'll go with a survival check from Ori, and a perception check from Zane.
I'm bad at these. 10.
Okay.
22.
Okay, 22 is good on the survival. However, a 10. Roll d20 for me, Elka. Decide the fit.
Huh.
I think that's
You're
bad.
welcome.
Hold on. It is not bad. You were good. The current does speed up, and the boat does take a little bit of dings and damage along the way, slowing your travel down slightly, as the crew has to help you at night unjam the ship from being grounded. It's grounded briefly, and you're able to get back on your way. And you guys make your way here. The next morning, this will be the last roll before I go and end it tonight, because I do want to end a little early. Before you get to the fork, and then inevitably you guys getting to Folchester. Do another survival check for the crew. That's a 14. Cool. Todd, roll a D100.
Okie dokie.
38. Skies are clear. No issues in sight for the survival. And then Zane and Ori roll a D20 for me.
Nah, just a straight
Just a straight D20.
8.
16.
16. Okay. Yep. Perception-wise, you guys are able to avoid any major hiccups with the boat as you travel during the day. You make it to the fork in the river. You begin heading right, and now you are heading downstream on the Faldo River. You guys make it to about there during the day. Last roll for tonight for you guys. Can I get a survival check from Zane and a perception check from... Let's go a perception check from Elka.
18.
Hey, look at you. Yeah. No need to roll. You guys are
I have
able...
Perceive.
You guys are able to navigate your way to the shores of the Falno River. Folchester is about a day's walk from the banks. At this point, though, Ander will look at all of you and say, "This is where we'll have to leave the Lily. How about we get it out of the water and store it someplace where we can hide it?" And so you'll see the arcane crystals, what turns us into a skyship, begin to glow as the boat slowly floats up out of the water. And you'll see Alex jump onto one of the magical rowboats that you guys have used, and he will fly down on that with what looks to be a bag of holding. As he does that, you'll see him find a patch of small trees, and pull out what look to be blocks where people literally to put a boat on blocks. And Ander will fly the boat into this group of trees and land on the blocks. Gangplank will come down as you see all three masts begin to fold downwards and inwards on the boat. Ander will look at all of you and say, "Yeah, things about this boat you don't know about. I've done a lot of customization on it." So, the boat is currently, which I'll shrink it down now just to give an idea so we don't clear up everything. You guys are leaving the Lily here along the shore of the Falno River. And as you guys disembark and start to head for Folchester, and subsequently sort of towards where Ori was born, that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
I didn't even recognize Kamwatsu's right, but
Yeah, you guys are right next to Ori's place of origin.
Oh.
So, whatever comes next, we will see. I'm gonna go ahead and end it because getting at that 2-hour mark, and we'll go ahead and do a short one today. Because whatever comes next is important for everybody to be there. So, are you guys gonna be good for next weekend?
Probably.
could be.
I'm planning on it. I'm not going to Chicago, so
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. I will. I'll be right back. Thanks for playing.
Todd, that was
That was a finished magic statement. That was hilarious. But we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Gonna end a little early so that way you can eat dinner and take care of trash and do a bunch of other stuff. But thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and we will catch you guys hopefully next week, and see what we get up to here in the town of Folchester. So, anyways, or at least making our way there. But anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.